Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
Number 21, Todd Gurley, the ball carrier. He's brought
the numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 9 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Good for a Falcons.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run with Gurley there on first down, going to get about 4 yards.
He's brought down by
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And able to find Green. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Wentz to the right side and complete to Hurst. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Keith Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees. But he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts. And he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand new head coach, a brand new organization in Carolina.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Man hurts. A gain of 13 yards. And the Panther.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try to be aggressive on their first series.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to fire. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both tries were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
To DJ Moore.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
47-yard line.
To the air again with Bridgewater. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Christian McCaffrey.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
4 yards.
So we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
3-yard line.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. Wentz now on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz, and that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 47.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
44-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. A final shot before half for Wentz. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Bucs who were able to come in and win one on the road. 28-24, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who had the lead in that one. Josh Reynolds, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've gone to the half with the lead over the visiting Bills. Ryan Tannehill's thrown a touchdown there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Bridgewater now. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A 7-yard.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 37.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
To throw, Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25 yards.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. Wentz now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a draw play for Gurley. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
He was brought down by Patrick Onwuasor.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 38. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Todd Gurley.
That gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
For the Falcons field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Falcons 17. Panthers 14.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Bridgewater on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And again, it's Bridgewater. throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Bridgewater again. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Panthers 14.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Gurley. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run.
14.
Following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers now. Down 24-14. A minute 47 on the clock. Their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. Bridgewater to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
Now Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
Bridgewater.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
McCaffrey.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bridgewater. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Chris Manhurts. It's third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Falcons, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.